Check out this beetle. Question marks that I just released. She might be a little drunk, so sleep it off, baby. All right, guys. So a little bit of a discouraging video, but I'm hopeful that we're gonna get some bugs, because my old spots around Lake Okeechobee that I've been going to for 25 years all now have no trespassing signs on them. And I had a very unpleasant encounter with a guy. I tried to find another spot that didn't have signs or fences or anything like that. I found a little trail that kind of went back to the woods. I'm gonna describe to you what I saw. This is the story, guys. I go back. I didn't film any of it. I just wanted to hang my traps and go. But I see this trail after being rejected by no trespassing signs in my other spots. I want to try and follow the laws. I don't want to break the law, but just look, I need to find a stand of hackberry trees somewhere on the side of the road to hang bait traps, catch butterflies. So I see what looks promising. It's a stand of trees, a little trail that goes back to the woods, and I get a couple traps. I pull over, get a couple traps. I'm walking back into the trail. I see 3 wild hogs just crossing the trail and right in front of me. They seem very unconcerned that I was there, which was already red flag number 1. They were very unperturbed that I was walking down this trail. Usually they don't want anything to do with people, which kind of made me a little uneasy. So I walked back a little further. I'm looking for a limb to hang my trap, and then I find one. So I start hanging. I just keep hearing these weird noises, and then I hear dogs, and I'm like, all these pigs, all these dogs. I look over and I see a trap, which there's nothing in it, but I started to feel uneasy. So I wrapped up my trap. I'm like, I'm gonna find another spot. On my way out, a fellow in a pickup truck rolled up behind me when I was putting stuff in my truck, and he was very concerned that I was messing with his hogs. Let's just say he was very concerned, and wasn't very pleasant in how he spoke to me. But at that time I was already out on the road. I didn't know I was on his property. But dude, if you ever for some reason see this video, I understand, but you know, it's kind of it was unfortunate. Like I tell him, I'm looking for bugs. I'm a bug hunter. I don't think he believed me. He goes, "What all is that stuff? Are you throwing corn for the pigs?" And I'm like, "No, man, I'm not throwing corn. I have some fruit. I've got some fruit. I'm looking for bugs." And he didn't believe me. So I said, "Bro, you're never gonna see me again. Have a nice day." And he took my license plate down, and that's fine. That's fine. I don't want to break any laws. I don't want to trespass. I was just trying to find a stand of trees on the side of the road where I can catch some bugs, and I found a new spot. This is the spot, I think. Hung some traps, and yeah, we're gonna see how we do. Let's see how we do, guys. I got traps in a few other spots, and I'm gonna move on. So moral of the story, find out whose property you are on before putting traps up. I think that's a wise thing to do. I thought this was just out in the middle of the sugarcane fields and side of the road. Who's gonna care? But apparently this fellow really cared. Oh, and I saw his mailbox had like a pig on it. Like his mailbox was an actual pig. He was very concerned with his pigs. I don't know what he was doing with them, but I don't want nothing to do with your pigs, sir, at all. I just want bugs. Just bugs. Take your bugs and go. But you're never gonna see me again. All right, let's see how we do here, guys. All right, guys. After a brief delay, I've had to kind of find new spots, because some of the other ones that I was going to are no longer available. I'll put it to you that way for now. But in the meantime, I have to hang traps. So I found a new spot, which I have another trap hanging over there somewhere, but I'm gonna see if I can. I've got a weight attached to my bait trap here. I'm gonna try to get it over the top of there. That's actually exactly where I wanted it. I just need to get it down. Come on. There we go. Okay. This isn't the most sturdy limb, but it's like a collection of these smaller hackberry limbs, and I think it'll be good enough. I have to test it and make sure, but let's see how we do. Okay, I've got my trap bottom here with the pan. I've got my fruit, my apples and banana bait. I'm only gonna be 2 days. So the trick is with these bait traps is you wanna make sure there's enough moisture, especially it's super hot right now. So I tried to put enough juice in the bag where it would fill it all the way up to the rim of this pan, but I'm a little short, so I'm gonna add a little water. Make sure there's enough moisture in there. Bait's been fermenting for some time. Okay, now the tricky part to film while getting these hooks see these little hooks have to go through there. I gotta get all 4 of them. Bingo. All right, so the trap just lowered because that actually weighs a good amount. So let's see if we can raise it up a little bit. All right, so I was able to raise it up. The trap is about head high. Trick is you got to try and get it high enough where the pigs and the deer can't get to it. That's about right. It looks like it's stable enough. It's amazing how these traps camouflage. You know, this is actually a pretty public area, which I don't want to disclose exactly where it is, but it's the only place I could find with no trespassing signs, but has all the hackberry. We're after Astracampa. We're after Astracampa Clayton, the Tawny Emperor, and Astracampa celtis. So now got to pick up our trash. All that trash over there is not mine. I might pick it up anyway. Make sure we're not adding to the pollution issue, but we're gonna set 1 or 2 more and call it a day. All right, guys, just want to show you real quick. I've got a 10-ounce banker sinker used for fishing that I put a little like 80-pound test piece of fishing line with. And what I do is I use this as a weight to toss the line of the bait trap up over the branch so that it comes back down quickly and I can do this rapidly. So ultimately all I'm doing is put that in there and tie 2 box knots or square knots or however you want to call it. Doesn't need to be tight. You can do it with one hand. So you've got some weight there. Then you take your weight, you locate your branch, and you see how the weight makes it come down nice and easy. Now, I got a long string on this. Okay guys, here we go. So bait trap goes in the air, you definitely got to make sure that the zipper is closed. Close your zipper, always close your zipper. Now, put the bait trap up about head high and then tie it to a close by branch. And the purpose for this is just, you don't want to do anything too crazy. You basically are just holding it there until you put your bait in. So now we got to put the bait in. I got these pie tins. The bait traps were designed perfectly to fit these pie tins. And then a bag of rotting apples, bananas, sugar, and water. The amount of bait in here is just a little bit more than needs to be in this trap. You want to fill it up all the way. I just spilled some of my juice, which kind of sucks. But yeah, so that's the how much bait I have in there is exactly what is needed to make this full. So then you take your bait trap bottom and you hook it up. You hook it up. Okay, all four are hooked up, zipper's up, bait looks beautiful. The idea here, this is actually warping. The idea here is that the butterflies fly, they smell the bait, they fly, and they come in here to get to the bait. And once they're inside, they fly up. And this shade up here, that's there so when the butterflies come up to the top, it's darker, so they rest more, so they're not fluttering around beating themselves up. Now, trick is you don't want it, now it's kind of like waist high almost, the bottom of the trap. Deer can definitely get this, pigs can get that. So now I'm gonna loosen this, raise the trap up another 3 or 4 feet, and we'll be good to go. Bait trap bottom's at 6 foot. It's pretty good. Hang from the tree, tie a really easy knot here, and now it's time to skedaddle, guys. We'll come back in 2 days after our North Florida trip is over and see how we do, guys. Hopefully we get some of the desired species. But I'm in a rush, so I'm gonna head out, guys. Let's see how we do in a couple days. All right, guys, check this out. This, I don't even have a new lure, and this lure is from last year, but this is a Synanthodon texana. I've actually never seen one flying. It's one of our 3 South Florida Ceciad moths, and it's coming to this Ceciad pheromone trap that has pheromones from last year in it. You can tell that it's texana because of the long tufted abdomen. I don't know if it's gonna land. Let me do some slow-mo video, see if I can show you. Yeah, guys, so I just went and hung a couple bait traps here, and when I came back, in the back of my truck, I have my pheromone. What do I have in my hair? Been crawling around the woods. There's a train. My pheromone trap has lures from last year, and apparently Texana is on the wing, so he flew away. I didn't get a chance to put a net on him. I would have liked to have gotten the specimen, but video first, YouTube first. It's kind of my philosophy. So, all right, guys, that's my. I'm putting 2 traps in this place behind a undisclosed apartment complex. There's no trespassing signs or anything like that. So, you know, it's gonna be interesting. So we'll see how we do, guys. 2 bait traps in here. I'm not gonna show you much because I'm in a rush. I got to get to Orlando by 12:30. It's like 10:30. I gotta rush. I gotta get in the car. See you guys. All right, guys. On our way home, we're coming back to pick up our bait traps. One of my traps saw a couple of butterflies in it. I'll show you that. We're gonna pick up this one that's further into the forest first. Running a little late, so I gotta make this quick. Mrs. Fine has made requests known for me to be as home as soon as possible. So I'm gonna try and hurry this up. And here we go, guys. At first glance, I do see a question mark. I see what looks to be a pretty cool looking beetle. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna get him. All right, I'm gonna lower the trap, guys. All right, guys, let's see. Can I show you anything? There's a lot of flies. Oh, cool beetle. Let me get my hand in here against my better judgment. Check out this beetle sipping from my bait. It's a cool bug. Cerambycid. Looks like we got a Zale. Alright, we've got Oxidia transpondens. And up top we've got question mark. A bunch of Zales, a bunch of wasps. Guys, if I get stung, I'm gonna be pissed. So all I see is a couple question marks, guys, as far as butterflies. Question marks are floating around quite a bit. There's some Zales up there which are kind of cool, but that's really not what I'm after. So, all right, well, I'm not gonna waste any more time here, guys, because Mrs. Fine is more important. All right, well, 2 question marks. See, the total count with 2 question marks, a really cool beetle, and a bunch of wasps, and flies, mochus. Let's see, where's my other trap? Let's see, what did I do? Where did I go? It's easy to get turned around. Oh, there it is. I see it. I see it. Okay. Now there's a question mark. It looks like a question mark coming to the trap. I see at least 4 question marks inside the trap. Yeah, here's another one coming to the trap. So the bait works. It's awesome. All right, let me lower this trap and we'll get going. All right, guys. Looks like we also have a satyr in there, which is cool. A lot of flies, holy crap. It's hard to see anything. There's so much insect life inside this trap. Let's see what we find. Okay, looks like we've got a whole bunch of moths. There are some question marks, but I don't see any astracantha, so looks like this place is not going to be okay. Come here, come here. All right, so let me show you real quick. Lots of these question marks. There's a big female. I bred these and did a whole big video series on the question mark life cycle, so no need to do that again. But adios. I got to release a lot of these guys. All right, so you saw the deal. Just a bunch of flies, some noctuid moths, which I don't really have any interest in. There is a satyr, look at that. There we go. The Carolina satyr. We don't get those much in South Florida anymore. They used to be down here, but not anymore. So, all right, guys, on to our next spot. Check out this beetle. I've never seen one like this. In all the years I've been running bait traps, never seen a beetle quite like that. Comment down below if you have any idea what that is. That is freaking cool. Sweet. There we are. It's one of the question marks that I just released. She might be a little drunk, so sleep it off, baby, and go lay some eggs. And bait trap number 1 has one question mark in it. Not good. Not a good sign, guys. Not a good sign. There's a big black horsefly in there. That's not what I'm after either. All right, let me get this trap down. That's not even worth showing. I've got 2 more traps here. All right, guys, there is a cool cerambycid in here, which I'll show you in another video. I don't see any butterflies. Something just went in my freaking throat. That was awful. Hope it's not poisonous. All right, guys, so my childhood spot is a bust. No astracampa at this town of Okeechobee. This place is full of hackberry trees, but 0 astracampa emperor butterflies in the trap. So, guys, that's how the cookie crumbles. So, I hope you liked the video. Show you some cool bugs. I'll throw a little clip of this cerambycid in on the end of the outro, but gotta look for a new spot to catch emperor. So, like, subscribe, and share. Till next time, let's get out there and enjoy South Florida. Find us some cool beetles. If there's no butterflies, I'll do beetles. I'll do beetles. Ha ha ha.